And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
We're up and running then. Hangs in a cross. Keeper's dealt with that. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, given away. Tries to play it through. He is through here. Gakpo! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's goes for a shot! And he's found the net! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Liverpool have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. McAllister gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's shifting through. There's the header! Manchester United are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Mignanda. He's a sharp little ball here. He's free, he has got space. Jones and Gravenberch. Konate, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Ungamore, Mignanda. Espimas, Chelnini, and he's picked out the run. Szoboszlai, oh, good spread. Mohamed Salah does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Jimenez, Gravenberch. Robertson, approaching the half-hour mark. Castolo. Played out to the left flank. He's in a great position here. Nice control. Now this could be a chance. There's the shot! Mohamed Salah.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Gakpo.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Ah, such a clever touch. Elects to cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Jimenez. Mignanda. Castolo. Looking to play him in.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And it's played in. Tries to get it clear. Jimenez. Gravenberch, and it's Szoboszlai. Now Salah, and it's Szoboszlai. That'll be a throw. Szoboszlai. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Jimenez. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Chelnini. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Szoboszlai. And this is Mohamed Salah. And it's Gravenberch. It's come to nothing. Chelnini. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Manchester United unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Of course they will.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Away we go again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Van Dijk. And Gravenberch. Now it's Gakpo. Spread to the right.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great vision. That ball looks a good one. Oh, they could be caught out here. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And he was quick to react. Espimas. Castolo. That is good alertness.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mohamed Salah has it in a wide position. Manchester United still trailing by 1 and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And he's being shifted off it. Espimas. He won't be happy with that one. Valeni. Struma. This is a promising build-up. Espimas. Mignanda. And can he finish it?
The attendance for this match.
Chorus of approval here. It's really good play. It's their second corner of the game. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Manchester United have not got very long if they hope to rescue this. They're being urged forward by great home support, but they need something to go their way pretty soon, Peter.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get him away? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Into the channel. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's fabulous. Salah. He's found a way past. That's a corner kick.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
And he's cut it out. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Mignanda. Just about up to 75 minutes. It's a searching pass. And it's made its way. He's having a shot! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came out beautifully.
Manchester United restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's forced to go back. Isak. And this is Mohamed Salah. Isak shapes to shoot! And he has his goal! Into the lead once more. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Liverpool have their lead.
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable.
Pinches it off him. Manchester United very much running into the last chance saloon.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage. Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
This looks promising. Gets the shot away! Not a bad try by any means. Struma. That could spell trouble. He's got away. Looking for options for movement. Espimas. Tries to putt. And the finish! And it's hit the woodwork and out.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And time is up. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
Lads. Let's hope for better luck next
And all
time.
that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Manchester United going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So bring it... and he shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
João Pedro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cleared away. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily being versatile in different positions, it's just his flexibility, his reading of the game, and that's what I really enjoy about him. He just makes it very difficult to be contained.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Driving forward, that is a great pick out. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Number 9, Castolo.
Chelsea are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Palmer. Distributed tidily. And that was asking for too much. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Fernandez. Espimas. Mignanda. Castolo. Mignanda. Here comes the cross. Oh, that was vital. Now it's João Pedro. Palmer is currently top scorer in the league.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Castolo. Palmer. And it's Caicedo. Castolo. Aimed beyond the defence. Real chance! It's bounced back off the post. João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. Shifted it to the flank. Space for him to turn and look. He's picked his way through. Shoots! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he welcomes it in. Gusto. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's in! Must be! Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Now there's a fine... Pedro Neto! Nearly, but not quite.
Pedro Neto is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Some good work on the right flank here. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Caicedo for Palmer. Palmer, this is promising. Pedro Neto. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Espimas. Can he get on the end of this? Sanchez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Caicedo. João Pedro in with the challenge. Espimas.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Espimas. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's being urged to shoot. Fernandez. And it's Palmer. Mignanda. Threads one in. Oh, what's he giving here? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Colwill. Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred.
There will be 1 minute.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Espimas. Mignanda. Castolo. Cucurella. João Pedro. Good ball, good take. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
Manchester United really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Manchester United are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
He's having a pop! Edingson. Jimenez. Chelnili. Castolo has found the net here, of course. Edingson. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Vonanda. Chelnili. That's destined for the flank. And the finish! And another try! And that's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. There's the delivery. That has been knocked clear. Played out wide. And they're on him in a flash. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Cucurella providing an outlet on that flank. Struma. Espimas. Mignanda. Great vision. Incoming delivery. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Fofana. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Looking for the far post. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Pedro Neto, now it's João Pedro. Gets a good foot in there. Ivarov. Struma. Valeni. It's a promising position. And he's whipped it across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. No, that's been intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. That has not gone well. Chelsea making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Fofana. Fernandez. Ball's played through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Gets his head on it! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. James receives it in a wide position. Great chance! Espimas. Mignanda. That's good running with the ball. Oh, super find. He's played it back. Mignanda. Tries one from range. Boy, he struck that clean. Hato. And Cucurella. Fernandez. Now that looks a decent ball. The less said about that pass, the better. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Espimas. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And that is as far as it goes. Manchester United have done it. Happy in the knowledge that they've taken maximum points. Mission accomplished. Castolo voted man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
And a quick
That's it
announcement
for
now
tonight's match. So it just
anybody
remains for me to
interested
thank Jim
in buying
Beglin
tickets for our
alongside
next
me
home game
and to wish you
details are
all
currently being
a very
displayed on
good
the screen.
evening.